Don't you love it when things sort of start to come right? Because the Telegraph has had such a difficult time recently with various people trying to buy it up, and now suddenly Nadhim Zahawi, the disgraced MP, has suddenly turned round and looks as if he's going to restore his fortune, restore his credibility, restore the Telegraph. It's like, do you know that wonderful film, The Happiest Millionaire? It's made in the early 1960s. It was one of the first films I saw. I think I saw Mary Poppins and then The Happiest Millionaire. And there's a scene towards the middle of the film where all the alligators get frozen and they get defrosted. And Tommy Steele does a reprise of his opening song, which is something like "Fortuosity, that's my byword," or whatever, I forget. But before that, the main character comes to the front. Fred McMurray comes to the front of the screen, and Tommy Steele is talking to the camera. He's breaking the fourth wall, and Fred McMurray says, "Who are you talking to?" He says, "I don't know, sir." It's a sorry thing when a man is talking to himself. Well, I think that's really what newspapers are. They're breaking the fourth wall. They're talking to yourself. They're an opportunity for a discussion. And if you get it right, they are an engagement. They are a conversation. If you get it wrong, it's just pure cheap propaganda. Now, the Barclay family, the previous owners of the Telegraph, faced financial difficulties leading to the sale of the media group to Redbird to repay debts to Lloyd's banking group, and the transaction, including the Telegraph newspapers and the Spectator, was all supposed to go ahead. Redbird is a private equity firm, converted its loans to the Barclays into control of the Telegraph titles. However, they put the newspapers back up for sale after the UK government, under Suella Braverman and all these other people, aimed at blocking foreign states or associated individuals from owning UK newspaper assets. And along comes Nadhim Zahawi, the former Chancellor, who has acted as a middleman in the transaction between the Barclay family and the UAE-backed consortium. He's now seeking to lead a £600 million bid for the Telegraph, and he's reportedly in talks with potential backers, including the Reuben family and International Media Investments. So I think this is all rather positive, and the outcome of the various bids, the discussions, it all seems uncertain, but there's a spark of optimism in the air. You know, fortuosity. That's my byword. Fortuosity. Me twinkle in the eye word. I have no idea why The Happiest Millionaire suddenly comes to mind, but it does. I'm sure there is a person who leaves comments down here who tells me that I live in the 1960s. Sometimes I think I do. I think 1960s films were energetic in a way that modern films are not. Though I saw a film last night called Take Me to the Moon, which of course is set in the 1960s as well. And it was splendid. It kept my attention. I didn't fall asleep. I thought that was remarkable. I saw a film the other day which was supposed to be very good, and Twisters. And that in turn had a sort of 10-minute, maybe it was only a 5-minute, maybe it was only a 2-minute section, a section in the middle when the whole thing went bleh, and I found myself somehow I didn't quite, but I could have done. And I don't understand why so many... Take Me to the Moon was endlessly entertaining. Twisters, which was supposed to be the great film of the summer, dull, and the main character was sort of lifeless and without energy. And I don't understand. I don't understand how filmmakers can get it so wrong today when they got it so right in the past. There's something that's gone out of the ability to find, to sustain a plot, to sustain an idea. And the idea of a film is the idea of a conversation, isn't it? It's like a newspaper. It's about a conversation that you feel you're engaged with. You feel you know all the next sentences. You feel you're there. You're sort of slightly ahead of the action. And today we're all the time trying to catch up, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I want to feel that I'm ahead of the film. When I am, I'm happy.